For this dish, Pure Barrie Stack, what we're gonna make is basically a stack of lovely, fresh, healthy vegetables that should help you stay young like Peter Pan. We've got some aubergine, that's kind of the main player. Beautiful yellow tomato here. We're gonna make a parsley crumb with some flat leaf parsley, breadcrumbs, bit of garlic, olive oil. We've got some nice soft goat's cheese, fresh oregano, a few almonds, sesame seeds, tin of tomatoes, gonna make a nice tomato sauce. You're gonna need a lemon and a couple of shallots. The first thing I'm gonna do to get started on this dish is slice my aubergine. And I'm just gonna set them on a rack and salt them. And that salt will help bring some of the water out of the aubergine. And you put a bit too much salt on because as all the water comes out of the aubergines, it's gonna rinse a lot of the salt off. Okay, now I'm just gonna put them to one side. The next job is to make a nice simple tomato sauce. With the garlic, I'm gonna open it up and peel it, but I'm actually gonna keep the cloves whole. I don't want to break them. It means that you get the sweetness of the garlic, but you don't get that really pungent, spicy element of the garlic that keeps your breath smelling all day. So I've got my 3 cloves. Just gonna get a good squeeze of olive oil in there. And then I'm gonna get that on a gentle heat. And what I wanna do is cook that garlic until it's nice and soft. So while your garlic's softening, dice up a shallot. You can get on and make your garlic and parsley crumb. So I just got a bunch of parsley. I'm gonna put 1 clove of garlic. So 1 clove of garlic, and then I've just got a cup of breadcrumbs here. Just gonna keep moving this garlic around, don't want it burning. It's probably ready actually. I'm just gonna chuck my shallots in just now. And I'll just put some leaves from this oregano in there. So yeah, I'm just gonna put a squidge of olive oil as well. Like, what's that, like a dessert spoon kind of thing? And then I'm gonna blend it. Yeah, just have a look at it. Might need a little bit longer. You want it quite fine. Yep, nice, we've got a nice garlic crumb. Right, so I've got my onions, or shallots even, and I'm just gonna use a fork to squash the garlic. And now it's soft, you see the fork just goes straight through it. Real easy, and you just wanna like kind of puree all this a little bit. And now I'm just gonna add in a tin of chopped tomatoes. You know, super simple. Actually, I'm not gonna add in the whole tin because I feel like that's a little too much. And you just want to let that cook on a nice slow heat until it's sort of reduced down, until there's not really any extra water. While that happens, I've got these flaked almonds here. I'm just gonna toast them off. So with these almonds, you wanna get just a nice golden color. You don't wanna take them too far. So you just wanna make sure that you're flipping them all the time, not just like moving them around the pan. So keep your eye on the second almond on the right and straight on till golden. Just take out any that get too dark. We're gonna do the same with the sesame seeds now. So we're just toasting because to fry would be an awfully big adventure. We'll fry off the aubergine and then we're ready to build our Pure Barrie stacks. Now you can just see all the water that's come up on the surface of these. It's like super salty because that salt's drawn all the water out. So I'm just gonna fry them off now. So you don't want to burn your olive oil, but again, you want enough of it. Don't be shy. So while you're waiting on your aubergines, while you're doing your aubergines, you just give this a wee taster. You just want to check it for seasoning. Yeah, so it just needs a tiny pinch of salt. So yeah, when these are nice and brown on both sides, you can take them out. And you want to get the next one straight into that pan. Stop it overheating. So aubergines are a bit like sponges. They hold a lot of the oil in there. You have to put enough to fry them, but then you also do want to put them on a bit of kitchen paper afterwards, and it just takes out the excess and just makes it nicer to eat afterwards. So while you're frying off your second aubergines, then you can just turn the oven on, get it up to about 170, so it can preheat before you need to bake everything off together. Right, so these are cooked, and so we're ready to create our dish now. So I'm just gonna start building with the bigger slices of aubergine. I've got my all my different components here, and I'm gonna stack them in any order that I fancy. You can do it however you like. So I think I'm gonna start this first one off with a slice of these tomatoes, maybe a little tiny fork load of this. It's all about just creating something delicious and colourful and healthy, and something you can share, not challenging. No one's gonna be scared of food like this, hopefully. Lovely colourful tomatoes there. Let's get another piece of goat's cheese. It's a bit like Jenga, really. You just gotta take it as high as you dare. Little sprinkle of pixie dust, sesame pixies. Let's get some more tomato on there. See, and this, as this bakes, it's gonna go down a bit. It's not gonna stay as high. I reckon we can take like this one more layer. And then on top of here, I'm just gonna use loads of this green crumb. Little lemon zest there, just because everyone loves a little lemon zest. Little tiny squidge of olive oil on the top there. And so I'm gonna pop them in the oven at 170, just until we start getting a little crust on the green crumb and the cheese starts to melt. It's warm in the center, but honestly, it'd be delicious right now. You don't even need to cook it. Okay, so that's had about 17, 18 minutes in the oven. Smells amazing. I'm just gonna give it a little sprinkle just to brighten up the color. And then I'm really hoping they don't fall over. And there you go, a Pure Barrie Stack. A dish to keep you young just like Peter Pan.